Ziggity Zig talking his way out of bronze with game number 66. Watch this split. And no, we're not going to bother with a split. Between myself and Demonage. Demonage. Something or other. Now, this is kind of a long game, so we're going to try to get through this pretty quick. When I mean long, I mean long. Mostly because, just painfully awful. So, we'll try to go through and pause every now and then, just to see what's going on. Here's my 9 pylon, and probe goes out. This is a PvP, or Protoss versus Protoss. I used to get very confused when people would say PvP, and I'd think, oh, okay, because I was still a WoW player at the time, playing Warcraft, and so PvP to me meant, oh, I don't want to go to Battleground. I didn't enjoy the PvP aspect of that. Here I go with clockwise. Search and scout. Scout and search. It slices, it dices, it searches, and it scouts. So what do I scout? I scout your basic gateway there. And a forge. So I think, oh, he's forging. Well, that's weird. So I thought, okay, cannon rush. Possible. So I basically just tried to keep an eye on my base. Tried to do my 3-stalker. Attempted, just more of a 3-stalker defense, really. So get another gateway there. So the first stalker goes out. Yeah, you can see the photon cannons going up there. You know what? I'm going to remove that. And just go with none, because you're not going to believe what happens here. Well, you are. Because what I've done is I even come back here, so this is ready for the push. Ready for the push coming out. Meantime, so I've got this stalker. Because I saw the forge, I decided to make sure that there was no cannon rush anywhere. I probably should have done it earlier with my probes, but it ended up not being a big deal. So there we are, 517, 3-stalker. No, 510 is my best. So I also try to keep units rolling in.
You must construct additional pylons.
And I'm supply blocked, which that happens. But at least I'm getting 2 more units out. I should probably be chronoing my warp gate there. So this is me, and I'm just sort of collecting myself here, getting ready for an expansion, hopefully. Except, oh, I'm not. Well, no, that's good. That's pretty capped. So I am fully saturated on my main, so now I can get ready for other things. Basic forge moving out. I'm really slow to get the 3 gateways. That's what bothers me. Except that was really good timing on that, and the research is complete. But the problem there is that I do not have my 3 gateways ready. I only have 2. So if he came at me right now, I would not have enough. Well, I might. That's a decent army. Yep. So, okay. It's 7 minutes and 53 seconds in. I'm just taking an expansion. What if I pushed, right? What if I pushed right now? Judging by these numbers, it would probably go pretty well. But I didn't. What I did do was just continue to, you know, just kind of work on a little bit of an army here. Tried staying ahead. Got a robotics facility in my expansion. Still, the only thing I'm doing is watching this middle ground. That's the only thing I'm doing. So this is a decent game to me in being prepared without knowing what I'm preparing for. So I'm forgetting everything I should be learning about scouting. And there I was, almost ready to go out. I'm so nervous just because I have no idea. And it's around this point that I start thinking, why haven't I seen him yet? Like at the Twilight Council, I mean, look at that. I'm still warping in some units I'm about to get. That was it. I was waiting for the observer. That's what I was doing. So since I had this guy here, I brought that in. Ready? Still got him outnumbered. What on earth happened here? Because I know what happened. I decided to take that guy off to go find an expansion. My issue is I get silly and frustrated, and I decide not to take this expansion. I decide not to take this expansion because rocks... I don't like rocks. I don't like bashing through rocks. So here we go. Something might happen any second now. I've got my probe just sort of looking up there. He's putting down a pylon or two. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not supply blocked. I think I just killed one of my own units because I do that. Alright, so now I'm finally moving in. Finally moving in. How does it look? Not too bad. Of course, we haven't been looking at what he's got. I'm still being a sissy. Still not actually getting anything. Not going up his ramp. I have enough. I mean, this is just it. I should be pushing it a little bit. I should be testing the waters. I should be taking in like one guy, finding out what's there. But I'm not doing that. I'm hesitant. I'm hoping to just totally destroy him with a huge block. But even by now, it's still a huge block. But since I have no idea what's up there, and I really do have no idea what's up there, then what was I thinking? Managing to remember some immortals? Oh, because I went all the way up here without my observer. So again, I decide to wait for the observer to float all the way up here. Got a couple of immortals, not much else going on. Decide to put down another one of these. That's handy. Phone again. So, as I still prepare, wait for the pylon, wait for another warp in. Got 5 gates at this point. Here we go, and what do I finally see as I go up the hill? I see, for one thing, no expansion, which, as I was saying, there are...
Upgrade complete.
You know, if you want to put down a blocking pylon, don't even bother, because... So I have no idea what's going on here. He's got no expansion, so again I wait. Now let's have a look. Meanwhile, how close is this getting? How close is this getting? I could have finished this so many times, and I was just too hesitant. Look how hesitant I'm being right now. I'm on ×4, and I'm not doing anything. Oh, I'm working on this other expansion over here. So this is my kind of, oh yes, I'm very posh and fancy, instead of having 2 expansions down over this way. Ah, so here we go. And there. So we got the Forge, which we expected. We got these 2, which we expected. The Observer's probably going to die, but, Void Rays. And then, so I blink up. I get a look at, oh, what's that one? 9 Void Rays and a Mothership. At which point he hits me with this. Now the thing is, I don't see anything that I would think of as being tricky to deal with, so I actually think about going in the vortex. I don't bother, but I probably should have if I'd thrown all my units in there. So once they come out, then my observer comes out, and I can go back to seeing these guys. Let's see how many of these I can take out. Oh, but at the same time, here come 2 carriers. So it's carrier Void Ray. I'm quickly losing out on my army. So it was what, 75-52 at the beginning of that one? Now we're even at 30. And of course, my immortals, which I remember to make, are completely useless. Whoa, what are you guys doing? He throws down another vortex. Why don't I take out these last ones? Focus fire. Focus fire and lots of other things.
Mineral field depleted.
I don't have much left in that vortex right now, but at the same time, he's still making all kinds of stuff. There's 3 Stargates, and he wipes me out. And I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble already. So 5 Stalkers, plus 2 Stalkers, plus 1 shields on those, but the problem here is that the mothership is now nearby and I can't take it out. Because it's cloaking everything, because I don't have another observer, because I didn't send another observer. Because I'm an idiot. Meanwhile, my income is remarkably high. He must have an expansion somewhere. Yeah, okay. So his second expansion is right over there. But this is what I was suddenly dealing with. My APM is around 26. So at this point, he was ahead. By quite a bit. I decided to do a very long-range split. I don't know that I ever come back from this. Not well, at least. So I move forward again. Try to bring in some more. Yeah, 30 to 53. I'm at plus 3. He's still going to just shield, so he keeps getting... Oh no, there's air weapons. Oh, so his air weapons are a little higher. And I noticed that. I noticed a probe going past. At least I thought I did. Yeah. So I'm up at pretty high, but still not quite enough because he... So it's mostly the cloaking just there, because I don't think I had a observer at the time. Nope. No, I didn't. So I forgot some observers. Two observers even, but still, I just couldn't pump out these. I wasn't pumping out the stalkers fast enough. I have 2 of these. He decides to come in straight at my base. This is all he's got left at the moment, so I did manage to take him down a little ways. And then I take down the mothership, so mothership gone. He's still building void rays. Just nutty. So yeah, this is pretty much how this game kind of goes back and forth. Even though, yeah, so I expand down here like an idiot. So again, I expanded the wrong spot. He's got me an army supply. He finally manages to expand down there. This is sort of the beginning of the end for me. Managed to take that out, but the problem is that I wasn't doing anything about his bases. I mean, the army supply, I was staying even. I was ahead. Where did I lose out again here? Oh, because he keeps coming in with like 9. Yep. If I had come up this ramp and just taken out some of these... And he just kept pumping the void rays, except I've got... So plus 3, he's got... What are these? These are plus 2 void rays. The problem is I was also making some zealots, which are not very handy. In theory... Oh, I probably still could have won this several times, but I was just so flustered. I get so annoyed and flustered at the fact that I'm up against someone just pumping void rays. I could have warp prismed. Could have done all sorts of things. So then finally, I'm so out of it I decided to enjoy myself. Although I was up to an average of 31 APM. I'm quite excited by that. The thing is, at this point, I had forgotten to get gas up here, so I was low on gas. I had plenty of minerals, but I was almost out there, and I was out here. I had failed to take this, so I knew it was done. Even though I looked like I could come back right now, it wasn't gonna happen. Or I just didn't feel like it, because it's getting to the point of the mid to late game, and I wasn't ready for that. A lot of things caused this to happen. So anyway, see what you think of this one. This was just this is the second time I've done this, where someone just comes at me with carriers in the mid to late game because I didn't look at them. My problem here is not my late game, because I'm not worried about that. I need to remember to scout. I need to remember to get in there and see what he's got before he can get to that point where he just destroys me because I get flustered. As long as I can win before I get flustered, I'll do fine. Anyway, send me an email, leave a comment, ziggitysig@gmail.com, or follow me on Twitter @ZiggyStarcraft. Stay tuned.